So in the last video we saw some improvement in our random motion, but still we noticed that the lobster was always turning to the right. And let's see what's happening in the scratch version here. Yeah, see, he's always turning to the right. So we could get a little more randomness if he sometimes turned right and sometimes turned left. So then the question is, how do we make that happen? Let's see. So to make it turn left, if we turn a negative angle, so let's do that in Greenfoot. If we turn, let's see, where's our turn? We want to use the turn from animal. If we turn by a negative angle, so if I turn negative 45, then he turns left. See, if I turn by a positive amount, he turns right. 45, he turns right. So right now, we are always having him return a positive amount, right? It could be anywhere between 0 and 90, but those are, well, 0's neither positive nor negative, right? But he'll never turn in a negative direction with if we're choosing a number 0 through 89, right? So let's figure out how we can make him sometimes turn in the positive direction and sometimes negative. It's the same thing here, right? If we turn, let's delete this guy. If we turn, let's do turn. Oh, where's our guy? Let's see. Let's put in that 0, 0, and make this 90. So if we turn by a positive amount, 15 degrees, he turns to the right. If we make this negative 15, he turns left, okay? So we actually have blocks for turning left or right here, but it'll be convenient, you'll see that in a second, to be able to do, you know, use negative numbers sometimes in here. So, well, why is that useful? Well, we want to pick a random number. Here, right now we're picking a random number between 0 and 89. What if we wanted to pick, what if we wanted our range to be minus 45 to, we want to pick a random number from minus 45 to 44. So we still have 90 possible degrees, but they're going from minus 45. We're choosing from minus 45 to 44 instead of 0 to 90. So what happens then? So now sometimes he goes left and sometimes he goes right. He goes off the screen pretty quickly. So I'll have to do something about that. But for now, let's put him back at 0, 0. For now, that seems to be getting, at least we're getting left and right going. So on the Greenfoot side, we say, okay, well, to get a random number between 0 and 90, if we pick the number first, so here notice we only have one. There's only one parameter, so we can only use one argument, the 90. But we can, from that number, we could subtract off 45, and that way, if we pick an 89 and subtract 45, we'll get 44. That's our highest possible number. If we pick a 0 and subtract off 45, we'll get a minus 45. So that's our smallest possible number. And then any number in between will be in between minus 45 and 44. So that should give us the randomness that we need. And let's just confirm that. Oh, wait. It looked like he was going straight for a moment. Okay, so yeah, so he's doing more. I think because he's could go left or right, he tends to do more almost straight line stuff. But there's still that random element, so he's still turning once in a while.